In this video, we are going to be analysing DraftKings, ticker DKNG. So to get straight into it, we are down 27% on the day, big gap from yesterday. And a lot of this was, or the majority of this was basically just down to its earnings. We can see they did lose more than last quarter. They lost $1.07 per share. So you can go through the news if you want to see anything else about it. But really that is going to be the key mover. So again, moving on, fundamental reason, always take count of that when you're looking at big moves. Is it fundamental? Is it technical? If it's technical, high likelihood that you're going to fill the gap within the near, well, kind of on the day or in the near future. If it's a fundamental gap, can definitely take a lot longer. So always be hesitant when trying to trade the gap fill. Anyway, we have sold off. We are currently sitting at 11.30. Now we can see we definitely, and we will go into the intraday chart to see how it reacted, but 11.50 was our first deviation on the 6-month chart. So this is definitely where we expect the stock to slow down, investors and traders to kind of think about the stock price here. And if you see it snap below this level, good indication that we will continue down quite far and go really to our next statistical level, which will most likely be 8.80. So this 11.50 will be key. Can we hold it? Can we not? If not, expect a snap down to the 52-week low at $9.75. And if we break that, then we've got a good or ideal push down to 8.80. So if we now go into an intraday chart, we can start seeing what happened at 11.50. So we can see, obviously, sharp move down on earnings. Retested this 50, I think this is the 50 EMA, and then continued that downtrend. This is the 1 minute on the right. Didn't really provide any opportunities on the 50, but did on the 5, which is good to see if you are a trend trader who's looking to trade the momentum. But yes, we did fall down. Obviously, we did really, after this big move, all started to trade at a big divergence. So again, depending how you trade, it may have been able to provide a good opportunity. We can see that this, the intraday low was also at a divergence. So again, but definitely intraday trades were accessible. But what we can see, the key thing we're looking at is 11.50, our first deviation. Really strong momentum until we got to this level. We got a small bounce, and again, this is we say we should trade these levels in many ways. You can look to play the pullback. Again, big, 50-cent pullback on this kind of move, especially on a stock only at $11. It's quite a big move. And then we did the breakdown. We got that retest, kind of confirming that this level is looking more bearish, at least in the intraday. So intraday looked more bearish, and that's why we closed the day down. Again, that's how you can use these levels on an intraday basis. Now, if you're more of a swing trader, bit personally like I am, you use the levels the same way, you just use longer time frames. So you would be looking at the minimum of a 4-hour chart. And what you want to see is if this level is going to hold. So really coming into Monday is going to be the key thing we're watching for. If we open up below 11.50, that's a good indication that we will continue this downward momentum, and we would expect to push down to $10. On the other hand, if we open above 11.50, watch this as that key level. If we start breaking back below 11.50, again concern down to 10. But if we can start holding this, good indication that this earning was a bit of an overreaction, and we could see a push back to the statistical mean on the 6-month at around $14.30. Just to quickly note that if we did continue past that 8.80 support, again, quite unlikely I think in the near future, but if for any reason we do have further supports at $6, $3 and $2.30 as final supports going lower. Now, like we said, 11.50, this is going to be the key thing on Monday. Do we open above or below? If we open below, good indication we'll continue down lower. If we open above, it's probably a good indication that we were a bit too oversold in this earnings, and we could at least look for a temporary bounce, and 14.30 will be that key target. Now, if we break that and continue higher, 17.15 is going to be that next key level. But now, this is a pivot level, so this will be hard to break, but can provide a breakout if we are able to break it. So again, and this would be our target. If we were long bias on this move, this will be where we look to close out the position. And the reason for that is you've got previous resistance. I mean, we got a lot of previous resistance, gap levels created here, really support. So this is a key pivot level. We can just see this $17 in general is a very strong level on DraftKings. Now, we also have our first deviation on the 6-month there, and also our first month deviation on the 1-year chart. So very strong level. Definitely be concerned if you're holding long into this level, because more likely than not, you are going to get at least a strong pullback. But if we do snap through here, this will be its breakout area, because people will be having stops above this level just by looking at how well this level has held in the past. So really, if we break up past probably $17.50 to around $18, stops will trigger, and I do think this is where we would see a big breakout on DraftKings. And our first key target would be $20. Again, another kind of pivot high, but a bit of not as strong as, but definitely a pivot level as well. So $20 would be that key final target we would look to trade the breakout to. And if we break further, we will just give you some further levels out at $22.80, $24.50, $25.50, and final levels going out to $32 and $39. Now, there's a lot of levels on these charts. No, you don't need to pay attention to all of them. We are currently at $11. So all you need to pay attention to is really where we are now. So $11. Are we going to open above or below this level? If we open below, then your key focus is on around $10. Expect a move, a continuation down to that level. On the other hand, if we are able to open above $11.50, it's a good indication that this level is holding. Again, if you are taking it long, have a stop below this low, so around $11. But if we open above, good indication that we were a bit oversold on this news, and we would have a target of $14.35. And again, all you ever need to use for these levels is if you break through one, so break through this level, come back to test it as a support, and that level holds, then your next target is $17. So all you ever have to do with these levels is if you break it, you confirm it, then your next target just goes to the next level. And that's why we provide you so many levels going further out. So if you're watching this video a month, 3 months down the line, we've broken, back up to say $20, you still have targets to look for. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on DraftKings. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.